welcome back to our channel. Today I am showing you how to make easy chicken treats in 5 minutes or less. It uses ingredients that you probably already have in your home, and then the only equipment you'll really need is some of these silicone molds. If you don't have these silicone molds, you could use a stasher bag, freeze it, and then just break them into pieces, but this is going to help me get really tiny treats because our chickens are not fully grown yet. So let's jump in. We're going to go pick some herbs from the garden, get everything set up, and I will see you here for chicken treats in 5 minutes or less in 2 variations. So I'm going to start by cutting some of the herbs. I'm going to use thyme, rosemary, spearmint, basil, and then I'm going to bring those in the house to clean up, and then I will use them for the chicken treats. So I'm going to start off by cleaning the herbs. I also have an eggplant that I picked as well. So I'm just using 1 capful of Thieves household cleaner from Young Living, and this will just suds it up, clean it, I'll strain it and rinse it. That way any bugs or any dirt or grime are off of the herbs. Alright, I am back and I have all of my goods here to make the 2 variations. So I have my herbs, I have rosemary, thyme, spearmint, basil, oregano, all in here. I'm going to do a blueberry spearmint. So I have blueberries, frozen, these are just frozen blueberries. And then I'm also going to do one with some coconut oil, herbs, and corn. And so I have just corn from the can. As well as I'm going to add in a little bit of nuts. These are unsalted mixed nuts. There's cashews, almonds, pecans, pistachio, and hazelnuts. The key is unsalted. So I'm going to kind of put all these together into the molds. Then I'll fill them with liquid. Since I do not have fully grown chickens, I'm not going to fill them up all the way. I'm going to do halfway. That way they have smaller pieces. So if you're hesitant of buying these molds, I'm sure you could use a Ziploc bag and break it up. However, I use these for a variety of different things. The one thing I use, and I'll show you what they look like, is I pour canned coconut in here and I get frozen canned coconut cream cubes, and then I pop these in my smoothie, I pop these in coffee, I pop these in a brewing chocolate, whatever you want. You could also just do this with coconut oil and then toss a small one of these in a pan to heat it up so that you don't have to keep going and grabbing your big coconut oil tub. So that's how I use it, but you can use these for your chicken treats and all the things you have in the kitchen. So I'm going to start off by taking the blueberries. I'm going to pop in 1 to 2 blueberries per cell of the silicone mold, and then I'm going to add in a bunch of herbs and just kind of pop them in there and push them down. And then I'm going to grab my corn and do 4 to 5 of the corn kernels in each of the compartments, and then I'm going to also add herbs as well and push those down in with the corn. And then I'm going to grab some unsalted nuts and pop those in as well. Alright, so now I have water and a little bit of coconut oil. I'm going to put coconut oil in the ones with the corn and then water in the ones with the spearmint and the blueberries. That way they have 2 different kinds. Coconut oil is very healthy for chickens. Water is just going to make it a nice icy treat. And let's get pouring. Alright, so I just popped them in the freezer. I will see you tomorrow morning when they're ready to go and we can feed them to the chicks together. Good morning. It is the morning after making those chick treats, so I'm going to pull them out of the fridge, pop them out, and show you what they look like as well as give them to the chicks. So let's go take a look. They're so beautiful because they are the white from the coconut oil and the water mixed with the bright colors of the corn, the blueberries, the pistachios, and the herbs. So let's go take a look. The beauty of the silicone molds is that they're super easy to pop out and very little cleanup. So you could use a bag, but the silicone molds are the best. All right, the chicks seem to be loving it. They're having fun. They're big, but as they melt, they'll get softer, so it'll be easier for them to eat. So the last thing I'm gonna do is just grab the extra herbs. I'm gonna rip them up, put them in their nesting boxes and in their little hole that they dug in the ground for their dust bath. It's really good if you have spearmint and some of the herbs to put them in their dust bath, so when they clean themselves, they get the herbs on their body, which is really good for them. So I'm gonna do that with the extra herbs, let them eat their treats, and we'll see you next week for another episode of See Our World. So we'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see ya. Bye.